way to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lopez. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field, but how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Drops back, it's Daniels. On the run, fires downfield. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Gonna run it. It's Ford. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Tough run here. It's Croma. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw. It's Daniels. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida State. That one will give them the lead.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Number 64, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Hits inside. It's Ford. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Just smothered on the play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
To the air, it's Warren. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you thought maybe in this second half, this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
This offense has it with really good field position. The run inside. It's Ford. Stopped right there.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Driving forward, it's Ford. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sells to fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
and when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The fake and wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
He's past the sticks. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Motion from the wideout. On play action. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Number 64, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Looking to throw, it's Warren. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll move the tight end. Quick give. It's Croma. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the Noles decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Straight ahead, it's Ford. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Cardinal coming off that big pass back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Got his man. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
2nd and long here. They'll send the tight end in motion. This time they'll go to the running game. They've got him corralled.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Now, 4th down.
Stanford looking to convert this 4th down. Looking for the marker. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense.
Snags it, and there's running room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You've got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Looking down the middle. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Follows his blocks. It's Chroma. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And man, that's a really good job by this defense to play zone on 3rd and long, to kind of sit back, but not get lost, and not get your eyes and not see the running back. Everybody starts to release, they break on the football, come down, get a good tackle on the running back, and get a big stop on 3rd down.
And that is no good. And guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
Well, that's now the 2nd missed field goal for this kicker, and I'll tell you this, you can't blame the weather for all this. This is a beautiful day. He needs to do better executing these field goals.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. From the gun, it's Ford. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Warren. Caught. Runs through the tackle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. In the backfield, it's Hall. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
The defense has their hands full of trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
This is a no-brainer right now. After that incompletion, trailing by what you are, in this area of the field, 4th and short, just kick the field goal. It's what you need to give yourself a chance to win.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. Pulls it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boggs.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. It's those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The play fake. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's caught downfield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
The corner route is a very difficult route to cover. It's difficult because the receiver pushes up the field, so it looks like a deep route and then breaks really quickly to the sideline.
The Noles are flying down the field. It's a reverse. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Daniels. Turns it upfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
2nd and goal for the offense. Trying to get the corner. Touchdown Seminoles! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Try to barge their way in. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7.
Florida State, 27. Number 64, set to kick this one away.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. Back to pass, it's Warren. Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under pressure. Unloads in the nick of time.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Cradles it at the 35. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Running inside, it's Croma. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to him again. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Hits inside, it's Croma. Good, strong tackle.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Give to the back. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Croma. Nowhere to go, and he's going to lose a couple on 4th and 2. Moving the pocket, it's Warren. Look out! Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Got his man in the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's going to run it. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Drops back on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Second down to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Warren. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
What a tough situation in the game. You know you need points. A field goal's not going to do it. You'd like this offense to be aggressive. He didn't feel comfortable, threw the ball away. Big fourth down coming up.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The run inside. It's Croma. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Out wide right, it's Wiles. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Quick give. It's Croma. Nice move there. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Now the Cardinal decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Down he goes.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. And a lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Brown. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Warren. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to him. Excellent coverage in the back end, and he just held the ball too long.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.